Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Sashina and I'm an Ayurvedic doctor and an energy medicine practitioner. Today I'm going to be talking about something very simple and it can be summed up in one line. No is a complete sentence. Yes, no is a complete sentence. It took me a very long time to really fully accept what that meant. Okay. All throughout my childhood, my adolescence, growing up, I was a people pleaser. I did not know that I was a people pleaser. If you had to ask me if I was a people pleaser, I'd probably tell you no. What the heck is that? I'm definitely not. I don't do anything to please other people. But it's more of an unconscious trait where you live life on other people's terms. You do things for other people with the hope that they will be pleased with you, right? It's not always because you are just a horrible person and you suck up to people. No, it is because some part of you doesn't feel accepted. Some part of you does not fully, entirely accept yourself, right? You don't accept yourself, and as a result of that, you are kind of looking for external validation. You are looking for people on the outside to validate you and say, yes, you are right, you are good, you are perfect, you're a wonderful person. Because deep down within yourself, you feel like those things are lacking. You have a hard time telling yourself those things about yourself. And talking from my own personal experience, I've been very, very hard on myself growing up. Every time I looked at myself in the mirror, instead of looking at my beauty, instead of looking at the wonderful things that I had, of which there were so many, I would always find the flaws. I would find the things that I found to be imperfect about myself. And so seeking other people's validation was very, very important to me. Seeking other people's approval, letting other people have that say to say, okay, you are good or you are not good, was very, very important to me. Until I came to a realization in my life, in my adulthood. I wish I had received this kind of knowing or knowledge when I was younger. But, it came at the right time, I guess. And astrology helped me to understand myself a lot. And it came into my life and it's helped me to realize that you can be the most amazing person to people. You can give them every bit of your soul. And they will suck everything out of you. But you will never feel fulfilled. So no matter how much you try to please people, you will never feel fulfilled in doing so. And if anything, you will get hurt. You will get hurt repeatedly because the more you give, the more people take. The more you step over your own boundaries, the more other people will step over those boundaries as well. If you don't respect yourself and if you don't have certain standards, people will just do anything that they feel like they can to you. They will say anything that they feel they can to you because you will just accept it. That's just who you are. And so it's very important to realize that the word no is a complete sentence. There's nothing wrong in saying no to somebody for something that you don't want to do, something you don't believe in, something that you do not agree with. And not having to explain yourself, not having to validate why you feel a certain way, or to overcompensate, or to make that person feel better about you saying no. No is a complete and total sentence. You can say no without having to explain yourself. You can say no without having to go the extra mile and make anyone feel any less hurt by telling them why you are saying no or having to explain it. Right? And this is especially when someone is hurting you or someone is violating you in some way, if someone is betraying you in some way. And you know that deep down this person is hurting you. They are taking advantage of you. They are using you. They are misusing you. They are abusing you in some way. They want to have you in their life when they want something from you, but when they cannot get anything out from you, then they toss you aside. You know, because your soul always guides you, right? That is the wisdom of our soul. Our soul tells us when something doesn't feel right. Our soul always guides us and says, hey, this person is not being honest. This is not your person. right? But so many times we choose to ignore that voice. We choose to just push it aside, to brush it aside. And that is because we are seeking that person's love. We are seeking that person's approval. We are seeking that person's validation to tell us, oh, you are wonderful. The divine creator made us all wonderful, made us all unique, all beautiful, and all full of divine love, right? And I have come to realize now that nobody, absolutely nobody on this planet can give you the kind of love that God can give you, the kind of love that the divine can give you. No human being can give you. Everybody's love on this planet is conditional. And the moment the conditions are not favorable, the love will disappear. That is the flaw of humanity. That is the flaw of humans. We are incapable of loving, truly, truly loving the way the divine creator can love us. Everybody's love around you is conditional. And at some point, the person may withhold that love, or they might give it to you with certain conditions. And the moment those conditions are not met, they will retract. They will treat you badly. They will ignore you. They will push you aside. They will belittle you or humiliate you because those conditions are no longer met. That is not true love. And so when you are in the process of people pleasing, when you are in the process of trying to make someone happy, trying to do everything that someone asks you to do, bending over backwards at the cost of your own happiness, at the cost and expense of your own true happiness, what is it for? It's for nothing, because that person is incapable of giving you the love that you truly, truly need. The love that you need and the love that we all desire, we can get from the Creator. So instead of bending over backwards and saying, I will do everything for this person means the world to me, even if it violates how I feel, even if I don't feel good about doing it, I have to do it, I'm obligated to do it, I must do it because this person is, my best friend, or this person is my spouse, or this person is my mother, or this person is my father, or this person is my child. So I'm obligated to do this for them. But even if it doesn't feel good in your soul and you do it, you are harming yourself, okay? You are hurting yourself deeply because you are going to hold on to resentment for having to do all of those things. Rather than hurting yourself in that way, just say no. And you can say no in a very polite way. You don't have to be brutal about it. You don't have to be mean about it, because especially if that's not who you are, if you're not a mean and horrible person, saying no doesn't make you one. You can have a very polite conversation and say, look, I don't feel like that resonates with me. What you said doesn't really sit well with me, and I don't agree with that. Or if someone asks you to do something, or to go somewhere, or to be a certain way, and it doesn't feel good to you, you can say very politely, I'm sorry, that just doesn't resonate with me, it doesn't make me feel good, and I cannot do it. And you don't have to explain anything. You don't have to go the extra mile and explain why you feel this way. Because I've also noticed that the more you explain to people, the less they respect you. When you just tell them, look, I'm sorry, I cannot do it, it doesn't feel right for me, and it's not something I agree with, they will respect you more. In the moment, it might feel really tough. It might feel really hard to have that kind of a conversation, to say no to that person. But in the long run, saying no and not having to excuse yourself or not having to justify why you say no, it's going to build more respect for you. Okay? So always remember that no is a complete sentence. Let me know how often you've used the word no. I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section. If this video has helped you, please make sure to share it with someone it can help as well. And make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you again nice and early tomorrow. Take care. Don't forget to live consciously and love always. Namaste.